Hey cake lovers, welcome back to another episode of The Sweet Side. Now, you should by now know my thoughts on Pistachio Kunafa. I'm not the biggest fan. I made a video about it, go and watch it. But just when I thought Pistachio Kunafa couldn't get any more crazier, it just has. It just has. Labubus. What are Labubus? Labubus, I'll put a picture up here somewhere, are these, in my opinion, not very friendly looking plush toys that have taken the rage in America. People are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these toys, and there's limited editions of them. It kind of reminds me of the whole Beanie Baby cabbage doll thing. People are spending all this money on these toys, which probably in about 6 months time they're probably going to throw away. Consumerism, but that's another story. A dessert shop in Manchester has decided to capitalise on the Labubu craze, even though I don't think it's such a big craze here in the UK at the moment, but I'm sure it will be. We've got these Labubu chocolate pistachio, hang on, let me get this right. So the chocolate Labubus filled with pistachio kunafa in a cup with strawberries with additional pistachio kunafa and chocolate. And when I saw this, I was like, we've really reached the end of times here. I'm just like, what is this? We got the strawberries, we got the chocolate, we got the pistachio, we got the Labubu. It's just too much. And what's interesting is the reviews that I've seen from food influencers who sometimes, and this is the problem with food influencers, you're not sure if they're being paid or not because a lot of them don't disclose ads. Even when the influencers was like, I think this is getting a bit too much, and you're probably being paid to like promote this, and you're saying that. But anyway, if you are a fan of the Labubu and you want to try these desserts, Sweet Juice in Manchester is where you need to go. McFlurries. Now, you know what? The first time I tried a McFlurry was probably about 2 years ago. I know. And there's some people who go crazy for McFlurries. And when I tried it, I was like, what is the whole hype? It's just like, it's not very good ice cream. But let me not say that because I know people love a McFlurry. Jaffa Cake McFlurry is coming out at the end of the month. So for you McFlurry fans, this is for you. I'll be interested to see how much Jaffa Cake there actually is, because I feel with McFlurries, there's not a lot of the kind of whatever it's based on. There's not a lot of it. So how much Jaffa Cake is it going to be? Is it going to be like tiny little pieces, or is it going to be like sponge, orange sauce and chocolate? Is that what it's going to be? It'll be interesting to see what these Jaffa Cake McFlurries look like. So that's coming at the end of the month, end of July. So like I said, if you're a McFlurry fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one as well. Crumble, a well-known dessert brand in London, are bringing out, I don't know if it's going to be limited edition or not, but they're bringing out a new flavour of Crumble. They put out pictures on their social. Here we are here with a caption. I mean, I think we can say that it's going to be matcha flavoured custard. Now, as someone who is kind of starting to get into matcha, I don't know how this is going to taste, because regardless what anybody says, I don't care. Matcha has a very earthy flavour. So matcha and custard, I don't know how it's going to work, because custard itself is not really sweet, I don't feel, more creamy. So putting the matcha in there, we'll see. Am I going to try it? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But if you're a matcha fan, this may be a dessert for you to try. A couple of chocolate brands have released bakery inspired chocolates. We have Aero, who've released a chocolate which is inspired by double brownies. Now, I'm always kind of a bit skeptical about these, because you know, the item is already chocolate. So you're saying that it's inspired by a double chocolate brownie. For me, it's just going to taste more like chocolate, isn't it? The brownie element, where's that going to come? Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong, because I'm going to try and get this. And also, Milky Way brought out chocolates, cookie inspired chocolates as well. They're both available from Sainsbury's if you want to try them. I'm going to try and get them and review them. Some of these sort of bakery inspired items, they just don't work for me. I just think it's a big hype, because you know, baked goods are really popular. So any way that someone like a company who don't do baked goods can kind of jump on that bandwagon, you know, this is the way to do it. But we will see. We will see what they taste like. Baileys have released a new flavour of Baileys. Cinnamon Swirl. Now, Cinnamon Swirl, as I've already said in other videos, is very popular at the moment. But is this just going to taste like cinnamon Baileys? I know Baileys have released a lot of limited editions before. And I've never tried them. As somebody who does occasionally drink Baileys, I kind of stick to the original because I don't know. I just sometimes with these limited editions, they're just not that good. This may be what I'm willing to try, but I just hope it's not just overpoweringly taste like cinnamon. But if you want to try it, you can get it in Sainsbury's. If you do try it, let me know what it tastes like, because I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to try it. A new branch of Cafe Kitsune has opened near Seven Dials. I'll put the address here. It's a French, Japanese-inspired eatery that do pastries and sandwiches. So if you've never tried it, now's your chance to try it. They've been on my list forever. Like you cake lovers, you should see my list. And the thing is, a few months ago I said I'm not adding anything more to my list because I've got to get through the list that I've had for about over a year. I keep adding things to my list. I've got to sort it out. I have to be kind of more regimented with going to places now. It's ridiculous. But anyway, Cafe Kitsune, new branch. Make sure you check it out. And a bit of sad news, we've got some closures that I need to talk to you about. First of all, we've got Condita Cakes. Now, the thing with this branch, it's in Bow Lane. They do have other branches, so it's not to say that the company is closing down, but this particular branch is closing down. They didn't say on their socials as to why it's closing down. I mean, it could be anything. It could be just like maybe the lease is expired, or maybe they're just kind of sort of trying to reduce costs. But like I said, there are still other branches, and they are also online. But I've recently found out that What's the Pud, which this was on my list, they're closing down. They had an 8-month lease which is expired, and they said they're going to be developing more recipes. What they did is kind of a bit similar to Humble Crumble, but they did kind of sort of traditional puddings on a small scale. So they've said they're going to keep developing new ideas, and they are on the lookout for other premises, but they will also be popping up. So I follow them anyway, so I'm just going to make sure that I just follow them, keep an eye out for them, and see where they pop up next. That's the end of this week's episode of The Sweet Side. Until next time, cake lovers.